5 things you need to know about Max. With Mad Max about to be unleashed into cinemas, Sky Movies is here to give you the lowdown on everything you need to know about the Road Warrior's triumphant return.
I actually cut my arm off for this movie.
Okay, well, that's a downright lie, but we can assure you that what follows is our essential and very true guide to Mad Max Fury Road.
Want to get through this?
Let's go!
5. You don't need to have seen the other films. If you haven't seen the original trilogy starring Mel Gibson, don't worry, because you won't need any prior knowledge of the Road Warrior's cinematic adventures to enjoy this one, even though it isn't a reboot. Confused? We'll let director George Miller explain.
It's a standalone film. I like to think of it as uniquely familiar. For those that know the old movies, there's a familiarity. That's what it felt like to me, but it also felt unique. It was like visiting your old hometown and seeing it again through your new eyes, as it were.
It is by my hand you will rise from the ashes of this world.
The chronology doesn't quite fit, but if someone really put a gun to my head, I'd say it's just after the third one.
4. The stunts are real, believe it or not. Over 80% of the effects in this film are practical, with CGI only being used to remove wires, enhance the Namibian landscape, and to create the effect of Charlize Theron's missing arm, meaning all the incredible jaw-dropping action you'll see unfold on screen like this and this was done with real cars by real stuntmen.
You couldn't do this film other than do it old school, real time.
And the whole thing comes from George's imagination. It wants to blend effortlessly together. And instead of CGI, he's decided to do it live action. So the gelling and the coherence of multiple departments was an orchestration of a mammoth degree, which took a lot of time.
3. It's gone through many different incarnations. Director George Miller has been actively trying to bring Mad Max back to the big screen for almost 15 years. First, as a direct sequel to Beyond Thunderdome starring Mel Gibson, then as an animated adaptation before it eventually evolved into Fury Road. But even then, it wasn't easy. We're just glad Max is back.
We were about to shoot, we had built all these vehicles, rehearsed all our stunts for Broken Hill, out there in the centre of Australia. And then it rained for the first time in 15 years at big time. And what was flat red earth was now a flower garden, and Lake Eyre and the Salt Lakes now had pelicans and frogs in them. So we waited for a year. 18 months we waited for it to dry. It didn't dry up. So we took everything from the east coast of Australia to the west coast of Africa to Namibia, where it never rains. And there's no trees, no vegetation, so that's where we finally shot the movie.
2. George Miller dreamt some sequences up, literally. Directors can take inspiration from anything, but George Miller literally dreamt up some of the action scenes for Fury Road.
He has incredibly specific, vivid dreams about scenes and characters, and so a lot of the stuff that he puts on into film come to him in the night time.
Makes our dreams seem rather boring. Maybe lay off the cheese before you go to bed next time, George. 1. 480 hours of footage were shot, most of it without a script. Instead of writing a complete script, George Miller storyboarded the entire film, leading to over 480 hours of raw footage being shot, meaning some of the stars on set suffered for their art.
The whole movie felt like one giant scene that we were shooting for 100 and whatever days it was, just felt relentless.
But it was worth it, because Fury Road is a fist-pumping, adrenaline-fueled action masterpiece that well and truly deserves the Mad Max moniker. So that was 5 things you needed to know about Mad Max Fury Road. What did you think of the film? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stuff like this. Thanks for watching.